If you like Double Indemnity, then you'll like Heat Lightning from 1934. The film takes place at a gas station that's located in the middle of the Mojave Desert. The owner, played by Aline MacMahon, must deal with the various issues that arise over the course of 24 hours. This includes dealing with two unwanted guests, trying to deal with their sister, played by Dvorak, from going into town with a less than stellar boyfriend, and dealing with the sudden arrival of her former shady boyfriend, played by Preston Foster, whom she might still have feelings for. This movie fits in the same category as films like The Petrified Forest or The Rainmaker. One location, lots of personalities clashing, and a big climax where all the big action happens. But part of what makes this film so good is the lead. Aline MacMahon had a steady career in films, usually working as a supporting actress, but man, this movie makes me realize the star we were robbed of. Not only does she steal every scene from every performer she's with, but by the time the credits start, you find yourself begging for more. She takes this rather simple character and adds some real dimension to her. With all the stress going on in her life, you understand why she starts to fall for the same trappings as before with her boyfriend. Part of it is her wanting an escape, but it's also her being too tired to keep her guard up. Exhaustion does a lot to people, and MacMahon does a great job showing the slow progression in a subtle manner. I especially love the scenes where she talks to her sister. Even without hearing the words she's saying, you can just feel the strain she's going through. I was so blown away by her performance that I started seeking out as many MacMahon films as I could. It's just a shame that there really aren't that many with her in the lead, because she really was a talented actress. Even though I'm gushing about MacMahon, everybody in the cast does a great job. Director Mervyn LeRoy does an excellent job guiding everyone to memorable yet realistic performances. Dvorak is like a firecracker, unpredictable in what she'll do next or how she'll react to something. Some say she's a little over the top, but I don't know, if you were isolated from society for this long and just wanted to get out, I think it would make you go a little stir-crazy too. I never found it distracting. I saw it more as this is how far she's been pushed since she's been stuck here all this time. Preston Foster does a great job as the ex-boyfriend. I love how merciless he is. He's the type of bad guy whom you hope just gets what's coming to him in the end. The film is actually adapted from a stage play by the same name. The dialogue does feel that way some of the time, but the actors do a great job not making it feel stilted. And MacMahon in particular does a great job making her lines feel natural. Again, it just makes me sad that she didn't become a bigger star. I could watch her play this character over and over again. There's lots of elements in here that predate the film noir movement. They're sprinkled throughout the film and help give it a dark undertone. I love the film's set in particular. It gives a sense of claustrophobia, but the setting feels like a character in itself. I don't know why, but there's something about the stillness and the way it's shot that really resonates with me. It's not anything groundbreaking, but it just feels like that uncanny calm before the storm. It's one of those things that stays with me on every rewatch. There's an aura that always comes over me when I think of this film. Usually a darkened landscape with a gentle breeze blowing a thin shroud of sand along the ground. It puts me in a certain mood that's unique from other films of this era. Speaking of which, this is one of the last pre-code films ever made. It was released just 2 months before the Hays Code went into effect. Because of that, this film has more of an edge than some of its contemporaries. Without this, I think the film would lose what made it great. If you're a big fan of Double Indemnity, then I think you'll like Heat Lightning for its noirish style, dark intrigue, and interesting female lead. And if you want to see a glimpse at the Hollywood star we could have had, then check this one out. It's a great introduction to Aline MacMahon.